Hey folks, this is going to be just a really quick video, but I just wanted to give you an update. I've not put out any videos in the last 2 weeks, so I didn't want you to think that I'm going anywhere or I've quit or anything like that. I just got super busy and I had to knock out and turn out some bikes because the setting up the videos and doing all that and moving the camera, that just takes the time. So I just had to get the ball rolling for a couple of weeks, but I've got a couple projects coming up that you are probably going to love, and I need your help. So I'm going to walk you around and show you some things that's coming up. I'll start shooting again this week. Today's Sunday, that's why I'm in my Sunday clothes. But then tomorrow, Memorial Day, I'm going for a ride. I might video that so y'all can go along with me. If you're riding tomorrow, be safe. But also this week, I'm going to be starting on some of these projects that I'm going to need your help on, and we'll just have a lot of fun. So I just want to give you a quick video, walk around, see what you think. There's some things coming up. So you can do the thumbs up, thumbs down. First on the schedule is this CB 750 homemade Frankenstein chopper. This seat did not come on it. My dad bought this bike. We found it on Marketplace, and just happened to be that the guy that had this for sale used to work up here in the shop with me. Super cool guy. And so we snatched it up and got a great deal on it. But a lot of old school. Now, when we shoot the video, of course, I'll show you a whole lot more in detail. Never mind these bars here. I just got these hanging because it's got these little narrow bars that are just terrible. He wants some rabbit ears, so I'm thinking we might can bend those to make some rabbit ear bars for him. Here's the plans with this bike. It doesn't run. The carb is locked up tight. Choke doesn't work. You can tell it's been sitting a while. The plan here and the goal here is to get this running and on the road. Then this winter, we're going to put it back on the lift, and he wants to do a total frame off rebuild. So we'll have the frame powder coated, whatever color he wants. We'll have the tank redone, which I love this beautiful gold flake. It's got the almost the brown pearl in it. It's got the darker black here. Just love that tank. So I don't know if he's going to go back with this kind of, paint, because it does need some touching up. Fender matches it as well. But we picked that king and queen seat up at the Tennessee-Kentucky line, and $100 for that seat. It's like brand new, and it's narrow, fits in the frame. We'll have to make a tab to run it under the frame right here and to catch. And then I think once we get rid of these tabs where they had like a Springer seat on, I think it's going to match up pretty good. We'll probably have to move the sissy bar in a little bit, but he said he might want a bigger, taller sissy bar. But pretty nice bike for the price we paid for it. It's got a Harley Davidson Sportster front end on it, so that's nice. Even has a front brakes on it as well. Pretty cool. So there's some things we got to do. Things need to be turned around right, but it's got the nice covers over it. I do like the fuel level thing. And then these, that cover for the gusset, that's wood. I love the octagon tank. And these panels are wood, and these switches, I don't know what these switches do. There was no spark. We tried to just throw a battery in, do some spark. No spark on that. So this is going to be a fun project. Get you a shot here of the front headlight. Look at that. Pretty cool. Second on the list, I picked up this bike last week, actually. A 1974 Ironhead 1000 XLH. Has the Springer front end on it, which probably that neck needs to be raked out a little bit more than that, because this thing sets up high. I had to kind of adjust the carburetor. I picked this up super cheap. just a town over from me. The guy got it on a trade-in, so he wasn't going to keep it. And I'm like, okay, I'll go and snatch it up. So I did. I got it home here in the shop, pulled it in, and man, I couldn't leave it alone. I had to tinker with it. It come with a little bitty narrow seat, and the springs, they had like at a weird shape, and the fender brackets had broken, and if you know what that is right there, then you know. Yeah, the fender went down on the tire and heated it up and burned through the paint, which I want to strip this off and go with a different color anyway. But I started tinkering with it because he had a video of it up on the post and said, hey, it runs, and there was a video of it running. I went to pick it up. It wouldn't fire. So there was quite a few things wrong with it, but because it wouldn't start and he had said on the ad that it did start, I kind of got a little bit of a discount, so it worked out good for me. Carburetor, the jets were clogged up. The intake boots were, where are they at? Yeah, let's see here. They did not put the intake boots for the carburetor or the carburetor intake manifold on right, and see how they're kind of wonky. So they were not sealing good, and then this one was cracked and busted. So it had a huge intake leak. Now, one of the key things, let me learn on you for just a second. One of the key things is when you start your bike and it's got a carburetor and it has an erratic rev to it, you're not touching the throttle, it'll woo and then go down and wah and then go down and wah and then go down. 9 times out of 10, that's an intake leak. You can just spray you some carb cleaner around where the intake is. That's usually, it'll rev up when you do that. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, these intakes are bad. And then I got up in here and started to look, and I'm like, yeah, they were bad. So that was one of the issues of why it wouldn't start. They had actually tried to start it so much that it had fouled the plugs, and the plugs were not even sparking at all. So once I got the intake boots on, I pulled that air breather off. The fuel line, okay, originally the petcock, and we're going to get into all this on the video when I do this, but just for funsies. The petcock on these stock, this is a Kethethin, could never say that word, carb. I think this is it's not really supposed to be on this bike. This carb was installed, I think, in 76. But anyway, this is a 74. They put it on here. This fuel inlet on stock and originally goes down like this. So the fuel line comes out the petcock, it goes all the way down and then loops around to go up and then into the carb. Well, a problem with that this bike was having is the angle that the carburetor is sitting at. If you look, I am square with the fuller right now. And look at the angle of that carburetor. So it's wonky. And there wasn't enough gravity pressure to bring that fuel around and up. So it wasn't getting fuel. It did not have this in here. I just put this in here. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to put an inline filter in. I flushed and cleaned the tank. I cleaned the petcock. It was leaking. Fixed it. Ran the new hose, and I decided, hey, let's just turn this inlet, because it screws in, let's turn it up. So I turned it up, ran the fuel filter through here, and into here, bingo. Not a problem with fuel delivery anymore. It's hard to find these Ironhead spark plugs, so I just put some shorter ones that fit a pan head, and they fit in there, threaded in there, and it's been running good. Fires right up immediately. But now, I noticed I went to try to take it down the road, it quit on me. And I should have checked, but the battery is not charging. It does have a converter kit on it where they got rid of the old generator and got the new style that's short. And it's got the rectifier right here. And I'll tell you right now, that rectifier is not grounded good. So that's probably my issue, my charging issue. So we'll be looking at that and diagnosing that as well. I hope I don't have to replace that. Those are like $200. We're going to go with a fender. I'll let you guys pick out a rear fender style. I was going to do a king and queen seat because I think they look good with raked front ends, a king and queen. However, there's no rear pegs, and I'm just going to do a shorty. Fender, I got a couple of fender options there we can look at. Also, they have painted everything black. Everything's just been like spray painted black. But I believe these pipes are chrome underneath. And I'm pretty sure this Springer front end, while it's a cheap brand, is chrome as well. So we're going to take this whole front end apart, springs out and everything. We're going to get rid of all this paint, get it back to chrome and polish it up. And I think that'll look a whole lot better. We're going to do the pipes as well. Anything else that they might have sprayed over. They even sprayed the heads with some kind of gray spray paint, and they sprayed the chrome push rod tubes as well, and they're actually chrome underneath. So I'll be cleaning a bunch of this up. I did pull the cover off of the timing cover, or the ignition cover, I guess is what it's called. They had already upgraded to a electronic ignition, so that's great. I don't know what brand it is. It's not branded, so it's probably just a cheap one. But that's a good upgrade, and that probably explains why it fires instantly. However, when it idles, it kind of sounds like the timing is off. So we'll be looking at the timing on that. So if you got an Ironhead, you'll really like this video, because we're going to be basically taking it from non-running on, even though I've already done some work. And while I was sitting here on my little stool doing the work, I'm like, gosh, I should be shooting a video of this. So I stopped. We'll get it on the lift. We'll act like nothing is working. We'll go through everything on these bikes. The 74 Ironhead has the right side shifter and left side foot brake. That'll really mess with your head. Also, not bike related, thought you might like to know, my dad and I picked up this 87 Dodge D150. Got a great deal on it. Got it for $900, and there's not a dent on this body. There is some fender well rust on the back, but the bed is good. The tailgate's good. I mean, this truck was really better than the pictures were. We took the front bumper off to load it on a trailer. We got it in the back. I was just like, when we got up there to look at it, we didn't know the mileage of it. The guy, I think, had bought it for the body, and he was going to put it on a 12 valve come-in swap. And then he decided, nah, I'm not going to do that. But it's just so good. And when I opened this door, it was like a brand new door. Then I looked inside. Look at the what? Guys, that's the original seat. Okay, now wait a minute. This is an 87. How many miles is on this thing? Because this seat is the original seat. You can tell by the way that it's stitched. Original seat. It only has this little wear mark here where guys slide in and out. That's kind of common. The seat's in great shape everywhere else. Okay, I started looking at the door cards. These are usually blown out from people, putting their elbow there, and this right here as well. And I was looking, I'm like, wow, none of this. The floorboards are good. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the telltale sign. Look at that brake pedal. Look at it. Are you looking at it? Look at that brake pedal. Look at the gas pedal. Guys, it looks almost brand new. Look at the dash. There is not a crack on this dash. And now here's the kicker. Check the miles out. 3,221 miles. Now you might say, well, that's probably rolled over 2 or 3 times. Guys, I'm telling you, look at the tag on the door. It looks brand new. Even the coating for the tag is not even peeling up. It's crazy. Well, it gets even better. These seals are the original door seals. And they are still soft and pliable. And watch. Boom. Brand new. I told my dad, I said, Dad, this has to be. It has to be original miles. Here's under the hood. Look. It's got all those stickers. But not only does it have them, but the plastic protection thing over them is still on it. It's not peeled. The plastic coating over this sticker is still on it. This came, it's pretty much bone stock with a 318. And the reason that it was part was the guy that we bought it from said, they believe the guy he bought it from said it was a cam issue. So this is the original motor, matching number motor for this. I mean, look, guys, look at the springs. You hear anything? Nope. The springs are still painted the factory color. This has to be original. Look in the engine bay at the paint. This is crazy. But even the weather seal here, the strip here, not rotted out, nothing. The bed, yeah, it's junky and it's got motor parts everywhere, but it's not rusted through anywhere. And now here's why this is cool. We found a logo on the door. I've not cleaned it off yet, except with just my spit and my finger. It says, for official use only, U.S. government, GSA interagency. I have no idea what that is. What is a interagency? And then fleet. But under the fleet, I'm like, okay, this has to have high miles. It says management systems. Well, I don't know what that is. You guys tell me what that is. GSA interagency fleet. No idea, but I'm going to tell you, nobody drove this thing. I bet you that's the original miles, the 3,000 original mile truck. Now, if I'm wrong, if you own this truck or drove this truck, please let me know. I did a carve-in fax thing where you pay the money, hoping it would give me an odometer reading. It's been transferred title 4 times since new, and that's it. But I don't know if it's where it was a government vehicle. It did not register anything. But I'm just here to tell you, this is in too good shape inside. Watch this. I mean, guys, it's crazy how nice this truck is. These door cards, I mean, they're dirty, yes, but that's all it is. There's no wear on it. There's no indication that people have. I'm just telling you, these doors, they're better than my new cars. I mean, everything is in here just dirty, but I mean, even like, look at this switch. It's not rotted out at all. And then you shut that, and it's like, guys, it shuts like a new car. The seams are good. I'm just telling you, it's got to be original miles. You tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. I mean, you might not even care about a Dodge Ram, but what about a Ford F-150 custom short bed with a 351 Cleveland? So we got this project coming up as well. Now look, I'm not the car guy. I'm not the Derek Barry on here. I'm a motorcycle guy. But I do like the old Fords. And I do like pulling them out of fields and flipping them and getting them back on the road to a happy customer. We don't do that kind of for profit. We just do that for fun. Because I like saving those things. Now this one was my grandfather's, so it is special. And my dad's funding it to fix it up, jack it up. It's a 4x4, so yes, this is this as well, with the low mileage and the original 318 in it. We're probably just going to put a bigger cam in it. It's already good to go. We will do a little fender work here. I don't even know if we want to respray it. I mean, it's just original. What do you think? Keep it like that? Spray it? I don't know. He's wanting to do a mild lift kit on it, bigger tires. Look at them rims. He's going to keep those rear rims and the front rims. Boy, was it a story to get these. We had the guy, thankfully we bought it from, had a plasma cutter. We cut the rim out, pushed it in, he tacked it back. That gave us the clearance to get it on the trailer that we brought, because we were so far away. We're like, we got to make this fit on the trailer. And I love, if you're going to have a Dodge Ram old school, get these. These are, look at that, man. Come on, man. Tell me that don't look good coming up like that. So as you can see, we got a lot of stuff coming up, but I just wanted to jump on here and show you what we got in the future for you. Tell you I'm not going anywhere. Just don't swallow your dip, okay? We're going to have a lot of fun. And I want to try to be more consistent with them videos, even if it's just a live or hopping on and saying hi. Thank you for watching. And tell your mom and them I said hi.